Hello everyone, I'm STJ and welcome back to iRacing Rush. We are finally getting back into the Mazdas here at Okayama in Japan. The last time I raced in the Mazdas was episode 1, but we can finally head back into these cars. I really like this track. I think it's a good flowing track, but the thing is we'll be racing on the short layout, not the full layout, which kind of sucks because I think the full layout would be a lot more fun. But practice is wrapping up. Here is the entry list for the race. It's going to be 12 drivers. Not really familiar with any of these guys, so it's going to be a completely brand new starting out. Qualifying should let us into the track shortly. Here we go. Fun thing about Okayama is that this track once hosted Formula 1 before, but I think it only lasted for 2 races because the track, transportation-wise, it was not reasonable. Like, it was very hard to get into the track, and logistically, it would probably not work out in the long run. So they decided to leave and just stick with Suzuka. And as short as this track is, it's still very technical. As you can see here, the slow hairpins, you still have to get those down perfectly if you want to gain any time on your competitors, which has kind of been a problem for me starting out. And oh crap, you saw right there, I dipped the tires into the gravel. Somehow didn't get an off track for it, but that's going to cost me some pace on the opening lap. We're just going to have to stick it out for the first lap and hope for the best on the second. And as you saw there, we ran wide again. Heading into the final couple of right-handers, we really need to get this exit down right if we want to salvage anything out of this qualifying. That was a good exit there. Onto the last lap. Just gotta hope that the car sticks through all the corners. I don't know if that corner was any good, but could have been worse. Very weird entry through there. Like, that was kind of what I wanted. Like, I seem to get the best pace, sending it deep and letting the car roll out, but the line still felt a bit off. I don't know if I could have improved, but these next couple corners feel good. Want to use first gear all the way throughout. Second gear into the last corner. Try to get a fast exit. Into third gear, down to the line. Up to fourth. We improved to a 1 minute .3, and that moves us up to second, only a couple tenths behind the pollster while lead Solarira. Jeez, that name is screwing me up. We're onto the grid, and as you saw, second place just spawned in. That's Julian Sigelski. And there's Walid Sularia, finally figuring out how to pronounce the name. Just need to get a good start in order to stay in front. Like, we don't have to go for the lead right now, just try to get a calm start. As for the rest of the grid, when we scroll down, you can see everyone got into the 1 minute range except Will Castillo, and then Andre didn't put in the time at all. How much time? 20 seconds till... Oh, there we go. We just wait for the lights. The leader jumped to start. That's going to be an automatic drive-through for Walid Soria. As we go side by side with Julian into the corner. Got to be careful with the handling on this corner at the start because the tires are quite cold. And whoa! Julian almost ran to the back of Walid. There's no need for that. He has to serve a penalty anyway. 7 instant behind, but I can't see it in the mirror. Not gonna go for it right there, not worth the risk. We still have 9 laps to go. For the final couple of quarters. Probably shouldn't have shifted down right there. I should have just stuck in second. Ron is trying to get past me thanks to that little mistake. Gonna have to leave the space. Still on the high side, but we're hanging in there. Yeah, but that forced me into a bad line. That's gonna leave Kevin trying to get around as well. So it was a good first lap, but everything else is kind of falling apart. Here's Walid taking the drive-through penalty. I'd like to at least get a podium out of this. Like, all that time in qualifying, and then suddenly I'm falling back. As the leader, Julian, he went way down, I guess, to break the slipstream. Little drift from the 10, but he's going to hang on to it. Didn't get the steering down right for the double right-hander. Or, I don't know if I can count that as a double right-hander. Some blinking from Kevin. Hope that gets sorted out. I do not want to deal with that if I catch up to him. Much better. Whoa. I was about to say better cornering, but that curb made the car a bit uneasy. And the field is definitely bunching up. The top 3 are only separated by a second, and I'm still trying to catch up to Kevin King Jr. Kevin King Jr., as you saw there, just went off the grass, or went into the gravel. My mistake. So that's going to leave a battle just to Julian and Ron up ahead. We're going to try to battle for third with Kevin if possible, but we still have some work to do. And oh, side by side up ahead for the lead. Whoa, something went a bit wrong. Ron suddenly was shooting down and losing control as Kevin is going to get around it for second. Will Castillo's in the pits for some reason. Oh, and Ron is going to try to switch back. We're going to do our own move as well on the inside. Didn't have enough pace, so I decided to back off a little bit. We now have 3 to go at Okayama. Julian is clear in the lead. The real battle right now is between me, Ron, and Kevin, and maybe Marcel if he can close in from behind. I didn't get the best apex, and the 10 had a little drip as well, and that's going to leave the door open, I think. Somehow fed it off Marcel Stegman. I know that. I can see the gap. 2 laps to go at Okayama. Just under a second between Ron and Kevin. I'm trying my best to close in, but I do not have enough. Probably gonna need to... Something happened up ahead. Oh, it's a lapped car. I thought I was the leader for a second. That's Will Castillo. That was the car that randomly entered the pits. The next race I hope to be doing is a late model stock race at Martinsville. For some reason, the lower series that they race at Martinsville somehow are way cleaner and way better than the NASCAR races. Like, the NASCAR trucks, Xfinity, and Cup series are non-stop cautions, but it's a late model stock or Class C street stock. Most of the guys are pretty clean, aside from a few outliers, of course. I don't know how to drive. Ah, whoa, I did. Just lost control for a split second in that corner. I thought I still kept a majority of the car on the track, but it still gave me an off track. That's okay though, we should still be gaining SR after the race. Into the last corner. Just need a final clean run through there. We get it. Looks like Julian is going to take the win here at Okayama. Ron Sang and Kevin King Jr. will finish off the podium, and we unfortunately fall short of both the win and podium.
There's the flag, man.
Correct, everybody.
We still got top 5 out of it though, so I'll definitely take that. We are now at Martinsville for the late model stock race. Before the race, I decided to practice a bit because the brake bias here is kind of weird. I decided I'm going to leave it at 53.8 because with how the track is, if you can shorten your braking distance, you can really gain some time on the field, but there's also much more locking up, so unless you know how to exactly get your braking points down, you're going to be locked up quite a bit, wearing out tires. So yeah, I had to do a lot of practice to get that issue sorted, but I think I found exactly what I need to do. Yeah, we'll head into qualify right now. Hopefully this setup holds. And out on track we go. Here's the first lap of the session. First turn went good. I just don't know if I'm losing speed or gaining speed. Like, I don't really think I'm losing anything, but maybe the slightest change can help me go faster. There's the walk up into the second lap, as you saw there. I thought I could get a bit more on entry, but as you saw there, I didn't get anything, and that corner was way worse. Out of the final corner, I doubt that's going to improve my lap. There you go. And right now we are running third, or now fourth, as Cameron Stearns is the pole. And there we go down to fifth. We're somehow doing even worse. Rolling off the Grand Martinsville, we unfortunately fell down to seventh during qualifying. That leaves us pretty much in the eye of the storm because this is like smack dab the middle of the field. If a wreck happens in front of us, we have nothing we can do to avoid it. Just gotta hope that everyone keeps their head on their shoulders and knows how to race properly. Oh yeah, and I apologize that there isn't going to be a webcam or face cam I made for this race or this episode. My last video, the Champion Jockey video, I wanted to get the face cam in, but my video couldn't upload to Google Drive. Since I don't have a proper webcam for it, that's my only method of getting a face cam in, so unfortunately that leaves us no choice but for the playing gameplay. Hopefully if I get the money, I'll... What the hell is going on? What the hell just happened? I don't know what's going on. Please, everyone, can we just please get through this? What the hell just happened? The entire field just went blank. I'm looking at my, like, the little internet thing on the top right. It just, without warning, everything goes blank and just what the hell? That could have been so much worse if these guys were more inexperienced or whatever the hell. Wanted to get to the inside of a 14, but I didn't have enough there. We're gonna have to stay behind. But yeah, wild internet shenanigans at the beginning of this race, but the internet seems to be doing better now. We're heading into lap 4. No issues right now. Gotta fix my entries though. Might have to turn in a bit more. Still not enough to get to the inside of a 14. And also, tire wear isn't only just caused by the brake lock, but sometimes if you're cranking the wheel or battling too much with the other drivers, your tires get worn out that way too, as we have a bit of a run of a 14. He made a mistake hitting the curb. Trying to get to the inside. We're still on this quarter panel. We're running good, but 14 had a good drive off. Yeah, we're gonna try to re-rack behind him, look for another opportunity.
Don't bounce it.
Someone got set up the track behind. I don't know if he got tagged or what. The car feels much more tight than in practice and qualifying. I don't know what's different about the race, making the cars handle this bad. Oh, a little lock up entered the corner. You have a slow car somewhere. That's a lapped car, Ryder Gardner. I think that was the guy who got sent up earlier. Battle for third on hand as I think that's Mike Chapman getting the elbows out, getting past Jason Queen. Can we get to the inside? Yes, we can. Jason Queen suddenly falling back, and that's going to put us into the top 5. Is that a battle for the lead going on? Owen trying to get to the inside of the leader, but it's just not enough. They'll have to hang back. The leader is still Cameron Stearns. He's led since the green flag drop. Hell, looks like we're slightly faster than the leader by the looks of it. Jeez, it is a struggle right now trying to catch back up to the 14. He's running this awkward line, which, I mean, it sort of works, but now closing back in, trying to use a normal line to my advantage, and Ryder Gardner once again slow on the apron. A 14 with another small mistake on exit, but it's not enough to get to the inside right now. We're now reaching halfway here at Martinsville. Owen all the way down to the bottom, trying to get around the leader, and it looks like he will do that. Or, no, he's still stuck behind. Got the inside for a bit, but just, once again, wasn't enough. Still losing ground to Hunter up ahead as he tries to battle with Mike Chapman. I just can't figure out what else I can do besides push harder and just wear out the tires even more. But at least we're so comfortably in the top 5. Jason is still dropping back. Whoa, what happened to Bear? The Netco blinking, whatever the hell you want to call it. Boyer just jumped into the air, but at least we don't have wrecks. Little couple of lockups. I think those were from both Owen and Mike. A little slap on the wall, but shouldn't hurt the car too much. Catching up to a lapped car, that's Matthew Parker's. Hopefully he lets me ride without trouble. Thank you, Matthew. Still losing ground to the top 4 though. There's just nothing left in this car, and the handling is actually getting worse. We have another one stopped, and that's Kyle Wellington, the number 13. Something happened to him. Another side-by-side battle. There was a bit of contact as Cameron is finally, little contact on the wall, is finally getting passed by, who is it, Owen Zetterbaum. Oh, now he's getting passed for second. God, this car is so trash right now. I cannot handle this thing anymore. Mike and Hunter get around Cameron Stearns. And that might actually help me close in on those guys, those little battles. Five laps to go in Martinsville. Just need to hang on for a few more laps to get the top 5. Just wish the checkered flag would come sooner, because Jason is getting me nervous. 3 laps to go in Martinsville. We still have a few tenths over Jason Queen in 6. I just want to get a top 5 out of this race. I don't care where it's at. Just need a couple more laps in this car to make it happen. 2 laps to go in Martinsville, still holding off. Jason Queen is all we had to lock up. This is where the nerves really start to kick in. The last lap at Martinsville. Still have a few lengths over Jason. We get through 1 and 2 okay. Just need to get around 3 and 4. There you have it. Owen Zetterbaum will get the win. Mike and Hunter will ride off the podium. We get our top 5 just how we wanted it. Luckily, Cameron isn't all that mad about the move. This was definitely I would say fun, because like 2/3 of the race was still boring as hell. But was a good race result-wise. Thank you all for watching and sticking around throughout. If you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe. It'll mean a lot. And I'll see you all next time around.